So 2025, beyond just being about this profound new level of abundance, is about this new relationship with trust, with no longer being so afraid of those things that have been, echoing to us constantly from the past. This is about this new level of your own self authority. And within this development, this trust with life. Because I think the other thing is that we have gone through so many traumas. We have witnessed all these, disturbing behaviors within humanity. We have been disappointed repeatedly that our trust in ourselves and life, which could be one and the same, has completely just diminished. And there's something about the energy of 2025 that is allowing those of us on our growth path, those of us who have been yearning to manifest this huge dream in our hearts, those of us who have been working toward healing and ripping the veils away of things that were never true about ourselves. This is the year we can fully capitalize on this energy to, it's like, you know what? I can't even fully articulate it because it is beyond my current comprehension, but it is a trust in life and yourself that you have never had on this level. And yes, we're going to talk about buffalo and why the great buffalo is here as a mascot for 2025. And before you're like, this is the year of the snake. Like, yeah, it is. And there's also like humanity is evolving and there's other animals that want to come through and talk to us. So buffalo is coming, really like stampedes herds of buffalo, but there's a way we can work with buffalo. But let me get into that in a minute. Let's just talk about 2025 equaling 9. So think back from 2025, 9 years back. Okay, that was 2016, which also equals 9. And like, what is 9? 9 is the highest fruition of a single digit. It is the fullest abundance of a single digit. So this representation of 9 is this kind of culmination, this coming to this highest version of oneself before, and then it goes and turns into these next highest versions of itself. But really think about what from 9 years back, you've been totally transforming. You've been totally like, you're not even that, like, there's no way you're even close to that same person. But you've been like working towards this person that you are right now. And then specifically think of just the last few years of what you've been working toward manifesting. There's this thing in your heart you have been working on embodying and creating, and it is some level of your own self-empowerment. And it doesn't matter what the outside thing is. This is about the realest thing is that you are coming into your own power, and the power is that you are coming to this understanding that you can create the life you want to live in. You can create the life that you love. Of course, with all the other mysteries being involved within that, but that you are so powerful that that's it. Like, you can create the life you want to live in. And this is really kind of going to become apparent in this really beautiful way within 2025. And also, I'm not here to future forecast because you're creating your own reality. Like, you're going to create your own future. Like, don't put it into someone else to tell you. But I will share that this is the energy I'm picking up on. And this energy is something that we can capitalize on. And this energy is because of you. If you're watching this, it's because you're on your growth path. It's because you have this gift you want to share. It's because you are here to manifest something that has been so deep within your heart. And because of that, because you have been growing and working towards embodying your own empowerment to create the life you want, you have contributed to this energy. And so they and her and me and him, like, we've all been creating this wave of energy that we have a choice. We can ride it. So like, because you've been working on being empowered, because you've been working on healing, you have actually gifted everyone else this like wave to ride. So like we have gifted each other, okay? Like we've gifted each other this wave. And like I said, it's a choice. You can ride it or not. And on this is this whole journey of this fullest expression of yourself within 2025 before you go on to these other fullest expressions. But just really the last 9 years of who you've been transforming into, I'm telling you, 2025 has this beautiful, potent, abundant energy, and it is all activated through trust. And this is where, so let me just, where Buffalo comes in, but I want to share kind of how this is working out. So we see Black Panther, who was really holding this energy of 2024, which was about kind of enduring and facing the echoes of whatever you have been, just like your limits, your limiting your beliefs, or the stories that are always hijacking you, like really facing them in this new way, and really kind of working in transmuting those things. Because Black Panther is about, you gotta face your fears, you gotta keep leveling up. Each thing is like a level up. Each fear and untruth you face about yourself, you actually get leveled up. But he's guarding this door, and the key to open this door beyond just, okay, I faced it, working through it, I faced it, is this buffalo who is act as if your prayer has been answered. We'll talk about that. And then it leads to abundance, because behind this door is very like heart, love, energy, and fear cannot exist in this realm. So this is why 2025 is also cool, because there's this new self-authority and things that have been hijacking you and terrorizing you for decades are now, instead of having this grip over you and telling you how to live life, like I just feel this, like this, I'm like actually hurting myself, because I'm like, wait, that is what it feels like. That thing that has been, it's been terrorizing, your own terrorizing internal suffering that you inadvertently have been creating yourself, is like, you're seeing it. The gift is this new way of like, it's like an annoying mosquito. Like, okay, sure, okay. So this is what Black Panther, because Black Panther is also about seeing the illusion of your fear, has been preparing you so you could get to this abundance. But fear cannot live in this reality, okay? So this is why, like, this past year has been about this kind of new leveling up for you. And most likely you have been toggling between old self, new self, old self, new self, like really discovering this empowered version of yourself that you never discovered before. And this it's like you've been like training to the majority of the time stand in this empowered version. And I just want to share that every time you make hard level ups, just get ready to be terrorized by the old version of yourself, and that it is a natural part of your birthing pains, your growing pains. Just so you know, I just think that's important to know. Okay, so Buffalo. What is Buffalo about? I also know, I feel like we match. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So Buffalo, who I am aware is the American bison. So let's go back in time, and let's go a couple centuries back. So the Plain Indians, you know, there's different tribes and cultures within these peoples, but for the most part, buffalo was this, oh my God, it was life source. It was the gift. It was food. It was shelter. It was toys. It was clothing. It was, you know, the stampedes would create these divots I am just checking one thing. Okay. It would create these divots. Sorry. it would create these divots that allowed water to flow through. And water is like the source of life too. So often before certain tribes would go on the hunt for buffalo, there would be this prayer, this buffalo prayer dance ceremony, which often looked something like a member of the tribe dressing up as buffalo, and then another member dancing in oneness and unison with the person dressed up as buffalo. And wow, looking at this from the outside and studying this, I'm like, this is genius. This is acting as if the prayer has been answered. The literal embodiment, like, I mean, taking it to the literal embodiment of I am acting as if my prayer has been answered. So then you're already energetically in that energy of the prayer being answered. So this is why buffalo is coming to speak to us beyond the abundance of all that life-giving energy it has and all that, there's that part. And then there's the act as if your prayer has been answered. But what does that even mean? Trust. There is going to be, and we're going to activate this. If you stay tuned till the end, we are going to be using body tech and animal manifesting to work with this energy to really prepare us to go into this next level of trust, because that is, okay, remember I said there's this wave of energy that the collective has created. It is like the abundance energy, but the surfboard is made of trust. Wow. And if you're not, okay, so like, yep, all right, so it's trust. So this is, and it's there's just something so fresh and new about this trust. There's something with your fear that is really going to change. And thank God, like there is something that is transforming from what has been holding, like you have been under the grip of some level of fear for decades. And it's almost as if, okay, so see here, the abundance portal right here, everything that has, you're like using everything that has held you back. You're now directing the power of your fear to make the diamond and the abundance freaking portal. So that is amazing. I'm just telling you this year, and I think it is going to look completely different than what we thought, in the way of like, what are those ideas of what you've wanted to manifest are coming from a level of consciousness that is not going to be who you are then. Like there's this, oh my God, as I'm doing this, I'm like, I've had this in a dream before. Okay, anyways, so there's this like, your understanding of it is like, you only understand like subtraction and addition, but what's going to happen in this next level of you in 2025 is that you're like spitting out and speaking like physics and geometry and all this stuff. So you trying to like wrap your head around how it's going to look, it just, that like, hello, that's why good old Black Panthers, like that's why you can't even have expectations, but just like a general understanding. Okay. So let's do a reading. Let's get into, and like I said, if you stick around, we're going to freaking do a buffalo abundance trust activation. We're using our body, we're using sound, and it will be amazing. I mean, if you haven't seen Cara Elizabeth in her, it's gonna be cool. Okay. Also, hi, I'm Cara Elizabeth. Speaking of Cara Elizabeth, I'm the author, illustrator, and creator of the Animal Apothecary card deck for manifesting, for healing, and for creating your most epic freaking life and learning that you're the freaking power. We'll also be using my new body tech deck that will be out at some point, but it is still in the birthing or the gestation part. So, all right, I want you to just get with me right now and take a big deep breath in, sigh out. You need to take a sip of something. Okay, Close your eyes. And I just want you to see this golden pathway leading into 2025. This is your destiny path. So what does our destiny path want to share with us about 2025? Pulling a card. Now from this deck. Oh, this fell out. Okay. Then trust. Let's ask trust, because trust is such a big part of this. All right, let's get from the body deck, body tech deck. Trust. What does our bodies want to share with us about trust? Okay. Buffalo, prayer answered. Whoa. Like too many fell out. Let me just put these down. Buffalo, just see a big buffalo in your face, just super like cuddly, like brr, because that's obviously the noise he or she makes. Brr. Okay, what our bodies, what the embodiment of buffalo, which is the prayer answered, wants to share. Okay, and then good old 2025. Can I get a 2025? Anyone 2025? On a card. And then the bodice for 2025. Okay, and then I want to just do right now anything we need to know, preparing us to and fully embody all this greatness. I'm just going to pull dose. Okay, are we ready? Are you Oh my god, I just love when it just lines up so perfectly. Amazing. Oh, cool. Okay, so let's just start with the last cards I pulled, which was right now. You know what? So you don't have to deal with this. I'm just turning off my radiator. Stay with me. Okay. So now as I've ran back, there's a card facing down on the ground. All right. I mean, okay. Abundance. So that's, yeah. Okay. What if I was like, and that's your reading? Okay. So right here, right now, anything that we need to know to share with us just to prepare for this like abundance. Do you see the number 9? Do you see the number? Whoa. No, it's totally, I'm like, it's foggy. Okay. It says 9. And then I just want to share this. I'm like, abundance is 9 letters long. But I also don't want to be one of those like people who look at everything like it's a sign, it's a sign, it's a sign, everything's a sign, everything is a sign, but it's a sign. So right now, safe to trust and immense growth. So let's just start with a like hello, safe to like hi. But let's just start with immense growth. So vultures are coming down. Vultures are coming, and he's like, wow, there is some old part of you that is currently dying. And there is so much growth that has happened. And because vulture comes when something is on the verge of death. So there is this aspect of you that you're giving death to, and it's a lot, and you're actually able to transmute that energy of whatever this past. Why is this not coming in? Oh, focus. Okay. So this past version of you, the golden ratio is about your ability to turn everything difficult into gold. Like you are the master freaking transmuter. Like you're turning it all. I mean, talk about opportunist capitalizing on your pain. Like you're turning it all into gold. And there is some kind of gift that you're still, she's like halfway still in fear. See, she does kind of trust. She's like, I can't look, I'm too scared. And it's like, sis, just open your eyes. Like life is giving you the thing that you've always like wanted. It's you. And let's just talk about what that diamond is in this card. So I'm just going to go, it's you. You are the gift. See, she's the freaking diamond. It's her. So this is about you finally stepping into the gifts and abundance of yourself. And obviously, then that's going to be reflected on the outside. Okay, Destiny Path 2025. What is our Destiny Path? I want to share with us. Well, duh, Black Panthers come in. So do not be afraid. Nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. And this is Black Panther sis who's doing the Black Panther paw, and she's ripping the veils of fear from her heart, because fear cannot exist in the heart of love and abundance. So this, you can even do it with me right now. Rip it. Okay. And then your destiny path for 2025 is like, better than you can imagine. And exactly what I was sharing is that you can't comprehend what is about to happen to you. The child in the womb, the fetus, you can't be like, excuse me, and pretend that I'm talking to like a pregnant woman's belly. Like, are you excited for the life that's coming for you? It'd be like, no habla inglés. Like, it doesn't comprehendo. And then the dragonfly is this nymph creature underwater for, depending on the species, 3 to 7 years. And like, it just can't even fathom that not only one day it will be, it just can't even fathom flying because it can't even understand air, but yet there is something that it has been pushing it towards that thing that it can't fully understand this whole time for years. Well, it's been this nymph creature under the water. What your trust wants to share with you. So we have, I am healing the world. And I just feel like this card really should just say, I am healed. And I guess I'll change that. Maybe. So I think it is everything you've been doing to heal has been like healing the rest of humanity. So you healing, just like I said, like we've all been a part of creating this energy. Like, thank you, because that is how powerful we are, is that we created this energetic wave that we can ride with the trust surfboard. But this trust is taking it to this new level. Like, it's almost like, see how it's see how this card is still in the old version of itself, that it still thinks it needs to be healing, and the new version of the card that is like not fully in materialization is the I am healed card. It is no longer I am healing. It's like, no, you are healed. And by claiming that with your authority, your self-authority, then everything starts to be the healed version of yourself. And your trust is like, there is something, just how this said, like, you're giving, something is dying right now. I think this thing is fully the end of, you're at the total end of some version of yourself, because this next version is ready to pop off. But let me just ask Trust a little bit more about, okay, so you are healed. Oh, holy moly. What you're letting go of is I am healing, because this new version is healed. So let's just, with my hands fiddling through the cards. Yeah, and like what, it's like what, I don't know, because it's like, we can have no expectations, but this, being this version, giving death to the thing that thinks you constantly need to be fixed, thinking you're broken, thinking you're not good enough, thinking you need to keep working on yourself. Like, no, you already are the healed version. And that this is like one of the other keys to this like portal of abundance. Buffalo prayer answered. Okay, I love this, because assurance is your, even though I'm like, everything is happening now. So the concept of future is kind of like what, but this is the concept of your future self coming forward for you to embody now and act. This is act as if your prayer has been answered. This is the freaking buffalo being like, act as if your prayer has been answered. So your future self is coming forward saying, it's assured, you did the thing. We did the freaking thing. We manifested the thing. And it's saying, be me now. Put your hand up in assurance. Be your future self now. And you are them now. And do it. Say your I am right now. Just say it. Say it across the camera. Just say it. I am. I am the freaking abundance. I am healed. I am fearless. I am my freaking self-authority. I am ready for this new freaking life. Whatever you want to say. Because Buffalo is like, you're about to shine. Everything you've been working on within yourself to heal all your boundaries, the coat of armor, like my last video you're about to pop off, everyone was like, you're Fonzie. And I was saying like, hey, it's like an Italian American accent. Is the version of me who made the thing manifest. And everyone's like, it's the Fonz. And then there is a lot. Oh, I'm like, is this Irish? Like, I don't. So now that version's coming through. So you're about to shine. So everything, like, you have been working on creating this protective boundary around yourself to focus on you. There's been so much, like almost like a lot of self-focus, which I think in ways, you know, maybe sometimes it wasn't like epically healthy, but there was something about just going into you. And I think you've gone into you for like quite a few years to just work on you. And in that, there's this like fire you've been building, this light that is getting ready to shine and share with others. Okay, what 2025 wants to share? Opportunity. So this is about, there is something that, okay, the red door is opportunity. The woodpecker is about your kind of just the efforting and the keep going because it knocks its head on a piece of wood up to 10,000 times a day. That there is something you have been working toward for freaking ever. And efforting, and it's just like, geez. And then on the other flip side, and this is what someone pointed out to me one time from YouTube, is like, you know, they're the only creature that does what it does. So then there's this other embodiment of like, no one does what you do. No one, like, there is something so unique and special about what you've been trying to share and what you've been efforting and just trying that finally in 2025 is where the door, right? Like, you've done all the things to open this door, and what's behind that door is your purpose. B is about your, you know, bees pollinate 80% of the crop that humanity eats, and its purpose is a gift of service to humanity among a billion other amazing purposes and things that it has that is so cool for all of the creatures of the earth. But this is about this kind of you fully aligning with this thing you've been working towards embodying, because it was the thing that it's like this, like behind this door is Dragonfly, like the thing that you've just been working on fully embodying, and it's gonna look different than what you think, but it's about your purpose and you sharing these gifts. And your body is like, but you have to make the choice. I choose who I am. Just like I said, you know, this is not about, oh, this is the future. No, it's about you choosing that this is what is going to go down. It's about you choosing to understand the energy wave and be like, I want to ride it. So, but the choice is like, I am freaking healed. I am the thing. It is the choice of the power of I freaking am. It is you claiming with authority that you are what you have in the past tried to become. It is no more trying. It is I freaking am them. I am them right now. I am them despite all the things that don't align up with that. Line up with that. Don't line up with that. despite whatever BS on the outside that's triggering, that's hijacking, that's whatever, that like, okay, fine, I might be like chained up by all these limiting beliefs, but there's this stronger version within me, even though I'm so triggered, that knows the thing is freaking gonna happen. All right. Are you guys ready to get freaking like on the Buffalo abundance wave? We're gonna go into that, and I just want to share January, I am opening my membership for the I Am Empowered membership program. There is a wait list you can get on, all info below to sign up for that. But this is for those of us who are really just ready to take it to the next level. And like I said, there's something that happens when we come together and are all just working towards this next level of our most empowered self, who will always be, working towards not only uplifting themselves, but uplifting others, because the whole point of this thing is that we're here to help heal ourselves, heal the world, create world peace. Yes, you can do it. But this program is like through really kind of interesting, different alternative ways, working toward that, getting really in your body, working with animals, working with your body, monthly calls and challenges, and it'll be really awesome. And you can get a little taste of things you'll experience if you stick around and do this Buffalo abundance moment with me. So I'm just gonna pause this and I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, so we're going to be using body tech and animal manifesting to really connect to this next level of trust, because that's what it is. We're going to be working with Buffalo and Eagle and the abundance portal to just jump into this next level of trust of ourselves, to really get prepared to take that leap of faith that is coming for us for this next level of our embodiment. So we know about Buffalo. Let's talk about Eagle. You are more. So Eagle is, when Eagle comes into your presence, there should be really this humility and honor and respect for this creature. It's spiritual representation, right? Like nature is a metaphor of our own spiritual nature. And this creature who really embodies power and its ability to fly highest towards the sun, which is, it's one of the birds that can fly the highest. So it's this, reflection of our own power and ability to be so fully connected to source. And not only that, but to transcend any limiting ideas of our ability to get to these higher levels of ourself. And, there's this really interesting reflection that eagles do for us, and they reflect back to us the state of humanity. And oftentimes eagles have been seen, flying low over landfills. So this bird that has this epic ability to go highest toward the light is dwelling in the wasteland of garbage and trash. And this is a reflection of the state of humanity, and that it's a choice. So, but don't worry, we're going to be working with Eagle for all the uplifting, beautiful, empowering things. But it's good to notice what these animals are teaching us about ourselves. So we are, if you were in my I Am the Abundance workshop, and anyone can join that, it is on YouTube. I did it as a live, free for all of humanity. We created the abundance portal. So instead of creating the abundance portal like this, we're going to be creating eagle wings while you're projecting the abundance portal out of your head. So see how she's projecting an abundance portal out of her head. I want you to think of, I'm birthing eagle wings right now. So see how I'm leaning forward, and then I'm doing this breath. Look at my stomach. I'm pushing out air, and as I push, I bring my stomach in. And as I'm growing these eagle wings, I'm also creating this abundance portal coming out of my head simultaneously. Then what's the buffalo stance though? So buffalo is like super grounded, earth, heavy. So there's this movement, these big like marching strides, like very heavy, very strong, using your muscles. And we want to get our voice in there, and we want to work with like a very primal kind of sacral root chakra, like deep earth, okay? All right, I think you're ready. This is 3 minutes, by the way. Get sitting in a comfortable position. Take a big deep breath in. Sigh out. And you're in this line, and there's hundreds of thousands of buffalo next to you, behind you, to your right, to your left. And far in the distance, you're in this plain, this field. There's this cliff that you're going to start marching to. So all the buffalo and yourself marching towards this tip of the end of the field, towards this cliff. So what you're doing, you guys are all, these are your animal friends, prayer answered, marching towards this unknown, this cliff, like there's no land at the end of this cliff. Keep going. You're almost to the edge of this cliff. Hundreds of thousands of buffalo all coming with you and behind you. Remember, they are your prayer answered. And you look up. Now you're at the edge of the cliff. Hold, and you see eagle soaring in the sky, right at the end of the earth where this cliff is. And you look at it and you say, oh, okay, I need my wings. So let's create our wings. You're standing at the edge of the cliff, creating your wings. You're looking at eagle. And now I want you to create the abundance portal going to eagle. Through your head. Keep seeing that you're still at the edge of the cliff. Abundance portal coming out of your head, and you're about to make the leap. Go. Up, down, up, down. Start flying. Start following eagle. You're freaking flying. Now soar. Eagle is going towards the sun. You've created this abundance portal. You look down, and all those buffalo are sharing their abundance portals from your head that are helping you rise. Straight back, you're soaring towards the sun. You're following eagle. Keep going. Keep going towards the light. Now all of a sudden you have to pump. Your fears are coming back. Everything that has been holding you down, it's almost like they're like chains, like you're trying to raise your arm, and all those things that have been holding you back, and you're like, no, you can't stop me. Start winging out like you've never winged before. Come on, you can do this. Come on, go. You are going into your greatest self. Hands up, hold it, become the light, become the freaking light. You just over freaking game that thing. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold your root lock. Breathe in, eyes to the back of your head, tongue to the roof of your mouth, and release. You did it. You did it. You did it. Okay, so get excited, get ready. If you're interested to do more stuff like that, definitely sign up for my membership waitlist. Info below. Kicks off in January, and World Peace Forever. Duh. I love you guys.